Previously on X-Men.
All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. I can do better than that because it's like I know I can do like a somewhat Cal Dot impression where it's like, I go where I want to go. I don't know if that's good either, though. Hi. Welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here at Smirking Gun. And we're back talking comics because I can't stop now that the floodgates have been opened. And I'm satisfied with I've come to be satisfied with the way I'm going to be approaching comics. I'm pretty happy with what's going on here. Still not perfect. I'm not perfect. What is? But I want to just keep making these videos. I've been wanting to make more comic stuff, but I get stuck in my head, and it was like so easy to figure out once I actually put the work in and stopped procrastinating to figure out like what I wanted to do with the comics, and here we are. So I've had all this stuff held back, and so we've done X-Men 97, and we did Gambit #1 from 93, and it's like, you know what, it's time to continue that look into Wolverine Madripoor Nights. We did a video for #1 a couple of months ago, I want to say, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed talking about it. I really like that. Yeah, I mean, look, I wish that Chris Claremont had stayed on X-Men forever. But I do like that sometimes I like to step outside of the main continuity, the modern present continuity, and I like to step back and read stuff like X-Men Legends, things that fill in the gaps of stories. And I like then revisiting those stories to see where the gap is, which is what happened when I did my comic test and realized like certain things that were happening in this issue were like, oh, wow, this is, setting up that and all these things that I forgot. And he did the Gambit book that we're probably going to end up covering on the channel just last year. And now with Wolverine Madripoor Nights, he's continuing the adventure that Cap and Wolverine and Black Widow, Jubilee, Psylocke had prior to the Extinction Agenda, prior to the X-Men getting back together in the 90s, and where X-Men #1, the best-selling comic book of all time, is located. So this is like just prior to all that stuff happening. And that story was great, and it was a little one-shot, but there was the ending was that the villains got away, and they say, hey, Wolverine's like, sometimes you got to live to fight another day. Well, let's see. That book came out in 1990, so 34 or like 33 years later, 34 years later. Because he had to have started this, like in like last year. So like 33 years later, we finally get to see what would have happened. And it's, Claremont writing it. And I like the artist. And it's just a lot of fun. And that's all I need. I don't always need something that's going to, just blow my skirt up. Sometimes I just want to curl up in the warm glow of a well-written bit of nostalgia that hits the people from that time period in the right spot. And maybe it's, these aren't like the biggest best-selling books of all time or whatever, but they're just so comforting. And that's great. Who doesn't want a little comfort? So we did cover it, and time went by, and here we are now. We're finally talking about Wolverine Madripoor Nights #2, and we're going to be talking about it's going to be my first time reading it, because that's how it goes with me. I knew that I was going to make more videos on this, so I just held off. And so for any of you that haven't read it either, this will be the first time for us discovering it. And for those of you who have already read it and like it or hate it, well, you get to enjoy watching me experience it for the first time. So it's kind of like a reaction, It's like a read-through, reaction, review, commentary, stream of consciousness. It's all kinds of things. That's what my videos are like. So like and subscribe, please. All right. Taking a long pull on this water. We are now switching over to do this. Let's do this. Okay. Wolverine Madripoor Knights, number 2. Let's get into it, folks. Let's see what this book is all about. Okay, so recently in Madripoor, Logan Wolverine, with the help of, let's see. All right, it skips ahead. All right, so with the help of Psylocke and Jubilee, rescued Natasha Elyanovna Romanoff, Black Widow, from a group of psychic. It's the hand. Their celebratory dinner was interrupted by Steve Rogers. So yeah, there's this group called the Bouquet. They want Psylocke's help, and Wolverine gets them to take Jubilee out of there, while him, Natasha, and Cap all go off on their own. And they also notice that Wolverine isn't healing. This is written by Chris Claremont. The artist is Edgar Salazar. The letterers, VC's Corey Petit. Color artist Carlos Lopez. And a whole bunch of variant artists. So, let's go. Okay, we're starting again with the towers. Madripoor is an island nation located in the South China Sea, just east of Singapore. It used to be a home to pirates. Some say it still is. It has one city bearing the same name and split in half. One's called Hightown, atop the cliff that dominates the island's great eastern harbor. The other, Lowtown, frames the port below. Hightown looks like the personification of wealth. But everyone knows Lowtown's where the real power lies. Hightown moguls hate that. Halfway between the two towns is Capristes. It's one of the few places, like Lowtown's legendary Princess Bar, considered safe for one and all. Apparently, no longer. These are the guys we fought before. This must be a two-pronged attack. One team to take us out. Another to get the contact whose message brought us here. We've got to stop them. Cap's talking about the hand and elite legal mystical assassins. Let's just switch to the voice, huh? These guys, the Genin, are their grunt assassins, as deadly as they come. Hand and me, we've been enemies from the moment we first met. Thing is, never in all that time have I seen one move so slow and clumsy. Didn't think that was even possible. Figure I'll deal with the mystery. And let Cap and Natasha handle the fight. After all, they're both Avengers. Saving the world's what they do best. Steve. And Capristes is part of the world, right? We appear to have company. Be careful with your bite, Widow. Remember, Avengers don't kill. They aren't human. They barely look the part. Were you paying attention the last time we fought them? These are Genin. The only way to stop them is to end them. Wolverine, if it isn't too much trouble, Cap and I would appreciate a little help. In a minute, darling, once I check out something. Something's not right here. These Genin are good, but nothing like the ones we fought before. My senses told me that the moment we came into the room, when I hit them, the impact doesn't feel the same. Just like they told me who this woman really is. Fancy meeting you here, Jasan. Jasan Huan is no more Wolverine. Wolverine, Natasha, look out! One of the Genin has a gun! Everybody run. The Genin has a gun. Wolverine, cover the woman! This is pretty much all action. I can take care of myself. Not this time, darling. Words are like my moves, both automatic. But I ain't the man I was. My healing factor may have reached its actual limit. Shooters down. Natasha, make sure there are no surprises from the others. I may be dying. That bridge I'll cross when the time comes. Right now I focus on business, which means helping my friends. Get off me, you lump. You rather I let you get shot? Did you truly think I came here unprepared? You're welcome. Let me help, Wolverine. My friend, what has happened? That can wait. The answers we really need are from these imposters. In that respect, we're out of luck. These faux genin are human, and they have all been poisoned. It appears as much as a surprise to them as to us. Nothing like tidying up loose ends. They came for me. Caprici's security cameras would tell the authorities who to blame. No offense, ma'am, you took a brutal hit, but you don't even look hurt. When one has a meeting planned with two Avengers, one comes dressed for trouble. Not for the first time, this armor has saved my life. I am called Tiger. I once held dominion over Lowtown, but no longer. A situation I am determined to rectify. I'm the one who asked for your help, Captain America. I know who you are, but the Avengers don't do business with criminals. So Tiger, okay. I did not know who that was. And when we get into Wolverine's own book from 1988, we'll probably know a lot more about her. I have the object you seek. I brought you here to prevent a gang war that may well tear Madripoor apart. Better have told us that from the start. Hand over the object, then we'll talk. Those sirens! Police! Wee! I like that there's the bullet holes or whatever in Wolverine's back there, just kind of subtly. Hold it, lady. Where do you think you're going? If I stay, I will be killed. Your status as Avengers will not protect me or you. Here on Madripoor, that simply makes the challenge all the more enticing. She's right, Steve. The first time you were here on this island, anything goes. We'll keep her safe. How? Avengers support the law. Listen to him, Steve. On Madripoor, the law is generally for sale to the highest bidder. This goes against my every instinct, but I trust you both. So what's our next move then? Just follow my lead. A secret passage? Yep, I helped build it. I know this island better than I do where I grew up. Where to run, where to hide, and the best ways to get there. Once we've arrived, we can figure our next move. Still don't like this, Logan. People in that shop were slaughtered. Tiger and I'll see to it that the victims' families be taken care of. Their killers committed a capital crime. They have paid the price, as will whomever sent them. That's not justice. True, my first instinct was to leave them to the mercy of the true genin. Everyone gather close. Train's coming. Madripoor has its own rules. More like the Wild West, if you ask me. Sometimes that ain't so bad a thing. You're missing the point, Steve. What do you mean? I will tell you later. Logan, where have you brought us? Like I said, Princess, I've been coming here near my whole life. Madripoor's a big island. City's only a small part of it. This rock's just full of surprises, a whole lot of them nasty. Locals, indigenous islanders, can be just as unpleasant as the pirates who stole their homeland from them. But over time, deals were cut. Everyone adjusted. When native folk come to town, business or pleasure, this is generally where they like to hang. Which also, I figure, makes this a good place for us to talk. Just like that? Yep. Got any ideas, Tiger, of who's fool enough to hunt you with a fake genin? Isn't that obvious? General Nguyen Ngak Koi's many things, darling. Stupid ain't one of them. Who? Local crime lord. He pretty much runs Hightown, Tiger runs Lowtown. They've been rivals from the start. What are you thinking? Firstly, what brings two Avengers out this way? An object, likely extraterrestrial, to be sold at auction. One of a kind collection of bidders for a one of a kind commodity. General Coy is trying to overthrow me and exert underworld control over the entire city. I was disgraced, on the run, hence not invited to this auction, so I took matters into my own hands. I stole the object and, using an alias, called the Avengers Hotline to request the help of Captain America. The Avengers Hotline, kids. You can see it on the back of the comic book. You have the object? You have the object? Hidden within my armor. Losing the artifact would have proved a shame Coy could never recover from. I meant to turn it over to you at Capristi's. The foe Genin arrived first. For now, the weapon remains secure within my armor. Once all is safe, I will turn it over to you. Foe Genin, after you. Real Genin, after us. Someone's dealing a very nasty hand here from a totally rigged deck. The artifact is the MacGuffin. Regardless of value, it means nothing. This is about revenge, my friends. The settling of scores. You sound like you speak from experience. I was not always an Avenger, Tiger. I was taught from the beginning to always play to win, and to make sure my adversaries suffered as much as possible in the process. So we best presume our adversaries function on the same level and act accordingly. Inspired deduction that sadly doesn't come at quite the right time. Holy crap. Been away from this island for too long. Been focused on myself way too long. And now my friends and I are paying the price. That's gonna change right here, right now. Snicked, motherfucker! But before I can even make a move, the fight's as good as over. And likely my life as well. To see thee again, mutant. To hold once more in my hands thy life, thy power, thy very soul. Truly, that is the most exquisite of delights. Okay, I think I know this character, but I can't quite remember his name. What's happening to Logan? He looks totally helpless, as though the very life has just been torn from his body. I have to act fast. Do this right. Can't let this fiend touch my skin, lest the same happen to me. Should be fun. Got him. But I can't afford a single mistake. Have to leave Logan on his own, while I use my widow's bite to take down this living ghoul. I hope. This has really been a lot of action. This is very cool. I'm fighting Captain America. I'm Roughhouse. Name pretty much sums up what I do. I look like a giant, I don't know, that's not a very... Roughhouse is a... Roughhouse, wow. He's just a guy. Sometimes that's all you need, is just a really big guy. By the way, I hope you don't mind losing. He's not kidding. He hits hard, and worse, he's so fast. But he's just a guy. I've almost no chance to strike back. Surprise! What's he doing? I had to ask. Looks like my buddy needs some help. Thou and thy lady companions' reputations aren't impressive. The reality somewhat less so. Thung, man, she takes a hard hit. And now that the woman is dealt with, rip, I shall deal with thee. I am Bloodscream. That's his damn name. With but a touch I shall draw thy blood, thy strength, the totality of thy power from thy body and ultimately thy life. Yeah. So he's trying to kill. Okay, I remember this guy, but not well. I remember him showing up in Wolverine books around this time period, I think. We fought before, these two and me. Against them, I've lost as often as I've won. I've got no room for error. No time to waste. Snicked! I like that snicked. That is good. I want that on a shirt. Especially since this stunt's gonna take pretty much all the strength I have left. Got him. I don't know about this picture of him. I don't know. There's something. I mean, like it's. I don't know. Hey, nobody hurts my buddy Runt. You're gonna pay for that. Not today, bub. And not here. Splash. What you think? This battle is ended, our task fulfilled. The tiger is our captive. Our charge now is to deliver her to our master. What happens to her after is Nguyen no Koi's to decide. Later, elsewhere, somewhere else, the water's so cold it woke me the moment I hit. Otherwise, all three of us may well have drowned. One saved. And now the other. Oh, Bush of Moy, little uncle, I forgot how much you weigh. He looks like he's nothing but a skeleton. He looks really small. Oh, yeah, he's been drained. They've both been drained. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, that makes sense now, their power. So they, okay. Well, then, good on the comic. Good on the comic for calling out that detail because I was like, man, his shit is fitting weird. There you go. Just rest here a moment till I catch my breath. What the hell? What's that smell? Are you cooking? Amazing what you can find to eat around a city dump. After what we've been through, we could all use a meal. Should I ask what this is? No one's forcing you to eat it, princess. I'm a Romanoff, not a Wolverine. I have standards. Of course you do. Logan, this is delicious. You, my friend, are a man of many surprising talents. I'm a survivor, same as you. Then why are you bleeding? There are wounds here, Logan, that have not healed. That's what Blood Scream does. He drains the life essences from his victims until they die. Yes, we got away, but the effects remain. He missed you, darling, but he nailed me and Steve. Logan's not kidding, Natasha. Just look at me. I can barely hold my shield, much less use it. Wow, they look rough, man. They both look rough. I feel weaker now than I did before my transformation. I can't even stand. Sorry for ruining dinner. Giving up then? In your dreams, old man. So, kid, you got a plan? Actually, I was thinking we need to find ourselves a top-notch spy. Don't they have one right there? And and let her do what she does best. Next, the Black Widow. And I love this cover. I love this cover so much. I can't wait. It should be actually I think I have it somewhere. But they also the other cover with Wolverine's back with the jacket about Punk, like Rock is something about Rock is dead. I killed it or something like that. Punk is dead, something like that. I fucking love that cover too. So okay, this was a lot of action, and I'm gonna get off this and pop off just my own self here. This was a lot of action, and there's nothing wrong with that. So basically, with what dialogue we had, um, I thought was really, really well done for the most part. Again, with everything how it started, we had all this meat in the first issue. So there was a lot of like, this is what happened before, this is what's happening now, this is where we're going. And once they were able to get where they were going and we kick off some events, you get to have a book like this an issue like this, which is mostly action of them just banging against things, introducing villains, having things happen so that by the end of this issue, you're like, holy crap, like there's what, 3 more of these and they're in bad shape and they've got to figure out what to do. I like all of that. Um, and I like most of the action too. I think it's like when you just are reading and a lot of it is just describing fight scenes or in a fight scene dialogue and stuff. Um, it's one of those things where I think these are like when somebody goes, I want a really good fight with Captain America and Wolverine book. Then you pick this one. If you want one that has more story, you'd probably pick issue number 1. You know what I'm saying? But I really like it. I still really like it. It hits me right where I live. And I can't wait to talk about Wolverine Madripoor Nights number 3. Now I'm going to do some other books before I get to number 3. But the way that I'm knocking these out and enjoying making these and getting to talk about comics finally in a way that I like doing and wanted to do for a long time, you know, makes it real easy to make this stuff. All I need is a little bit of privacy and that's it. So, if you like these, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications, all that shit. Check out other videos that are on the channel. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell everybody. And I'll see you on the next video, bub. Bye. Snickety snacked. Oh, God. This is like the second one that I can't end it like this. I gotta like redeem myself. And just, no, I just gotta own it. That was... Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.